YouTubies. Hello everybody. Welcome to my latest vlog. Oh, it's a bit windy. Hope everyone can still hear me. Is it too windy? Can you hear me? Comprende? Everyone there? So it is a lovely sunny weekend in March. However, things haven't been going great in the world. I'm sure everyone kind of knows what's going on now. So there is this horrible coronavirus and the world is essentially slowly going into sort of lockdown. All of the events have been cancelled currently in the UK, and like mass gatherings and stuff, and to be honest, I don't think we're far off being in complete lockdown, so that's a bit worrying. So there's absolutely no competing of any sort for anybody at the minute. However, there's a loophole to that, and that is dressage riders online. You'll have seen I've done this before. I think I've only made one vlog about it, but I tend to do them every month, and now everything's happened, I'm probably going to be doing it with all of my horses as many times as possible, because yeah, there's really not anything else going on that I can actually sort of get some feedback on how the horses are going, and also kind of just gauge where they're at really. So Dressage Riders Online is a really good way of being able to do that. So my first port of call is to just make sure the arena is kind of all cleared and that I've got letters out. Can I find a letter here? Where the hell's that gone? Where's my bee gone? That's annoying. So the idea of Dressage Riders Online is that you can do a dressage competition from the leisure of your own home or yard, or you can go to school hire. Basically it's competing without going out competing, but you are still against other people because everyone will film their test. You'll enter different divisions. There's special cob classes, there's veteran classes, there is thoroughbred classes like ROR classes. That's my letter. So it's a really nice way, and there's something for everybody. If you've not got a arena which is like the set size, so 20 by 40 for most dressage tests for Dressage Riders Online. I don't think there's any 20 by 60 tests on there yet. If you don't have the correct size arena, that is also fine. You can do the relaxed rules tests. So there's really no getting out of it, guys. You can go and practice your flat work anywhere you like, at any time. You upload a video to YouTube, you can do it privately so other people can't watch it, and then you just send the link in and it will be looked at by a qualified judge. It'll be marked. You'd have all the comments like you normally would on a dressage sheet, and then you'll get that all sent back to you and you'll get placed. I mean, depending on how good a test you do, if you do a rubbish test you might not get placed, but you'll be able to go online and you can see how you did against other people. It's quite nice because a lot of like people on Instagram and people on YouTube do it. So I know Tina Wallace has done it this month, and I think I'm doing the same test as her. It's a really nice way of actually competing and doing stuff whilst not much is going on. But to be honest, I've done it since last summer. It's a really nice way of getting feedback. I often do it with the youngsters because it's a good first step before you take them out competing. Anyway, I'm gassing loads, so here are my makeshift letters. You can't even see that that's B really, but it's just a marker to ride towards. So make sure you've got all the markers out in your school, and then, ooh, that looks about right. So today I have selected BE test 96, I think it's 96, one with the serpentines. And what I've decided to do is do it on Jam and Bear. I know they're very, very different in terms of experience, but I just quite like putting them in the same test to see how they compare. Obviously I'm expecting Bear to beat Jam, but you never know, she might be naughty. You don't often get the opportunity to put them both in the same test, because if I was going to BD, I'd be like doing an elementary with Bear and I wouldn't take Jam for a prelim because then I'd be there all day. So I'm just really interested to see the difference in comments between the two of them. So I will tack one of them up now and get out there and warm up. So my plan is to go through the test. I'll do a voiceover whilst I'm riding it, and I'll give my comments of how I felt I did, but I'm going to wait to get my test sheets back, and on the screen I'm going to put up what the actual mark is. But I'm going to do the voiceover before I do that, so I can't be influenced by the judge, and we'll see how close I get to it. Knowing me, I'll be like 4 for everything. I'll probably get 4 from the judge as well. Anyway, I'm going to tack up, warm up, and I will see you in the arena. Horse number 1. How you feeling, Jam? Ready for the big game? Yeah, you look ready. Okay, so I am on horse numero uno. A bit of Spanish there for you. Or was that French? Literally have no idea. I've realised I've forgotten to do one crucial thing, and that is learn the dressage test, but that's fine. I'll learn it whilst I'm walking around in a second. So just to go over a few rules with you quickly, guys. Not that I'm really the oracle of like memorising rules, so please go and check these before you do a test, because I would hate for anyone to get eliminated because I had forgotten to tell them something. But the main ones is you have to be wearing gloves. That's just a dressage rule in general. If you want to ride in competition gear, that is absolutely fine, but you would need to put boots on your horse just to show that you're not actually in another competition and that you're filming it and like trying to use the same test, if that makes sense. So you can either wear casual wear like me. I'm wearing my Shires boots, Shires riding tights and Machara top, or you can put your competition gear on and put boots or bandages on your horse. You can have a cooler, but you can't have a coach taking you through any of the movements. That's very, very naughty. Don't do that. You obviously need to have someone filming you. They need to be at C, where the judge was sat. They can kind of like follow you around like this. They can zoom in and out, but they can't move from C. They're essentially the judge. Oh, there you are. She's been doing a puzzle all day. You'll think I'm joking. I'm not even joking. The weather's like that. She's been sat inside doing a puzzle. An actual puzzle. You also need to make sure you have sound on your video, so don't submit it without sound, because obviously someone could be there shouting instructions at you and that would be very bad. But I think those are the main rules. You know, I haven't even warmed up yet. I haven't even learnt the test.
Oh, I'll come back in 10 minutes then.
Have you got anything else to say? This is my judge for the day. She's not actually my judge, she's the videographer.
Grade 5, I think.
There is a qualified judge. Jam just manoeuvred herself so you're not in the video. Just get around. There you are.
Oh, right, I'll leave you to it. Come back then.
Yep, I'll warm up, learn the test. I think I've told you guys everything. But if you're going to enter, just go and check the rules. Obviously you need to make sure your tack is dressage compliant as well, but you're just better off checking the rules and making sure everything's okay before you film your test. Anyway, I'll warm up and then I will see you when I'm about to go down the centre line. Okay, going to do a quick voiceover of my test. Any numbers and comments coming up on the screen is from the judges, not from me. So, up the centre line. Oops, that was a shame. That wobble. Straightened up at the end. Not too bad. Meh, that was alright, wasn't great. We'll carry on. Round we go. She's just moving her head a bit there. Jam's got a bit of an issue in the contact. She opens her mouth a bit. It's just because she's a baby. But, yeah, watching it I can see that she's quite wobbly. Yeah, that's all I really have to say is her moving her nose and opening her mouth a bit. Serpentine though, alright. My serpentines, I always change my diagonal when I'm crossing the centre line. Doot, there. Yeah, and change the bend of the horse. Tilting her head a bit there. Not too bad. That was actually okay. Could have done with it being a little bit more forward. Again, her head's moving quite a lot here. She struggles with her canter. You can just see her hind leg. She struggles to sort of bring it under her. She's just a bit weak still. She's only a baby. But that canter's alright, other than her head. That's all I'm going to say, isn't it? Circle, I think, was a little bit small that second half. Transition, that was okay. Fairly balanced for her, considering I thought the downwards transitions were really bad when I was riding them. This is really weird. You go straight into the free walk. Right there I'm thinking, am I doing the right walk? Because I wasn't sure if it was straight free walk or not, so I did like a half free, half medium. That's not that bad. I'd like her to take her head a bit more sort of forward and low, but definitely glimpses of an okay walk. Again, such a weird test, straight up into trot. Into our serpentine now. One thing I'd say about serpentines is that if you mess up your loops, so say you do a tiny first one, don't then make the other ones match the first one, just completely restart, if that makes sense. So don't mess up all your loops, just forget about the first one and then sort of, yeah, do them properly. Oh, a bit above the bit in that canter transition, but again, not terrible for a baby. I think I just need to let her go a bit more forward. You can see I'm messing around quite a lot with her, and it's not helping her. I like to support them quite a lot, but she's so green, it's not supporting her, it's just hindering her, so go. Yeah, I need to let her travel a bit more in that canter. Ooh. Hi Jam's teeth. That was a shame, but I didn't want to refilm the test because the rest she had done quite sweetly. See, that's a better trot, much better. When I let her move forward, she stops messing around with her head as much, doesn't she? Wow, I'm learning something here. Messed up that corner. Should have aimed a bit more before the marker there. Nice on the centre line though. Ooh, just about still on it. Move! Square hole, well done, Jam. Yeah, doesn't look as bad watching it as it felt. That's all I'll say. Okay, so filmed the test twice just then with Jam. Safe to say I'm not happy with either of them. She's just like riding a bike with one wheel, this pony sometimes. And she's still very much struggling with her downward transitions. She sticks her head right up in the air and her left canter, less said about that the better really. Anyway, we've done a test, so I'll see which one's slightly better and submit that. But kind of losing the light a wee bit, so I think I'll film Bear's test tomorrow. Yeah, because I need to crack on now and do her and D, so I'll film that tomorrow, but you guys don't have to wait, it'll just be up straight after this clip. Day 2 of Dressage Riders Online, and you're right Bear, it's your go. Yay! Oh, you didn't look very happy about that. You thought it was tea time. But it's a lovely, beautiful evening again today. So blessed with this weather, if nothing else. Look how blue it is. So I'll get tacked up, warm up, and get back out there. I need to relook at the test because I learnt it too quickly yesterday and I kept messing up the walk. Realities. Hobbit is in position. Bear's warmed up very nicely, but no, my luck, it'll all go to pot now, but let's have a look. Bear's like, give me a treat and I'll do a good test. Keeping us alive there.
Yep.
What you didn't see was the invisible dragon, guys. Come on, you little terror.
Good girl.
Isn't that typical as soon as you're filming?
Yep.
Whatever it was, it's gone now. Practicing for when we have to canter down the centre line.
Woo! Right, let's run through this test because I'm now getting eaten by midges.
Okay. Come on, Ted.
Okay, pony number 2, it's Bear doing the same test as Jam's just done. Obviously she's a lot more established, so I'm hoping for a better looking test. You can kind of tell literally as soon as you see her enter the arena, it's just so much straighter, that centre line, than Jam's was, so that's a good start. She's just got such a nice like rhythm and tempo, this pony. I think that's why she does so well, because she's just like, that's just naturally how she goes. She's just very rhythmical. Good girl, Teddy. I feel like that could be a little bit forward. So when I'm riding a more experienced one like her, doing movements, like a serpentine, I play around with the pace. So you'll see around the corners, I sort of slow the trot down a little bit, and then across the centre line, I just push it on a tiny bit. It just makes it look quite smooth, and it gives you the most out of your trot. That was a nice transition, pleased with that. Her canter, I just need to like move her forward, but like up and forwards. So for me, I'd like that just a little bit more punchy. I just need a little bit more pizzazz. But then Bear's a bit like that. She'll never give her full sort of sassiness when she's at home. She kind of comes alive at a competition. That was dead on the marker. Good girl, Bear. Quite accurate. Now the walk, preparing. Nice, well done, Meg. Makes a change. And yeah, Bear's walk's really good. So again, I think the tempo there's nice. Like, she's over tracking. I'd just like her to take the rein more forwards. I'd like her nose. You'll see her nose is a little bit behind the vertical. Yeah, I'd like that a bit more forwards and down in an ideal world. Up to trot. Fun fact, the first time I ran through this test, she did walk to canter there, because I'd done it so much warming up. So yeah, look what I mean here. So I try and slow down there, and then just push on a tiny bit, like that. Not a massive difference, just to try and make it look more fluent, because you can't have the same trot the whole way around a dressage test. And it took me a long time to realise that you can actually change your trot even if it doesn't say it in the test. Like, you should be riding different trots even if it's all in working trot. Nice transition, but she just dropped behind the vertical for her first stride. So perhaps needed to put my hand a little bit more forward there and just, yeah, give her a bit more space with her head. Again, I would prefer this canter a little bit more forwards. It's really interesting watching this back. That's better canter there. I think I thought to myself, you need to send this forwards. Yeah. Prepare. Ooh, that was early. And you can see it's early because I was all flustered. Across the diagonal, even if it's not a medium trot, I always just open them up a tiny bit. I just think it looks smarter, especially when I'm riding ponies. I think the judges want to see a bit more trot when you're trotting across the diagonal, because obviously you can open up there. Oh, good girl, Bear. She's honestly, this pony does centre lines for me. Look how straight she is. Nice halt. Very pleased with that halt. Good pony. Weirdly, it looks... Oh wait, no, that's what I said with Jam as well. Ignore me. I was going to say it looks better than it feels, and I literally just said that with Jam.
Hello all, final update from me. I hope you enjoyed watching my dressage rounds and hearing my thoughts and seeing a few of the judges' comments. I didn't put all of them on because I thought it might get a bit confusing listening to me and then trying to read the comments, but you'll have seen the mark I got and yeah, a few of the comments. Anyway, the results are now in. I'm super pleased for the girls. After being not that happy with my tests, but that's just kind of me, isn't it? I'm never really happy with my tests. They actually went and came first and second in the BE section. So yeah, really chuffed with them. The rosettes have arrived in the post today. So Bear was first with 23. Really pleased with her for that. I mean, yeah, it was a BE 90 test, and she does tend to do quite well at those because, like, she is working at a level higher than that. But like I said, the main reason I wanted to put her in at that level was to see a direct comparison between her and Jam. Jam did really well as well. She came second with 28. So 5 marks difference. Actually really impressed. I mean, it definitely wasn't Bear's best test, only because she's never going to do her best test at home. She's the kind of pony that gets like razzed up by the atmosphere. So she can look a bit plain at home. But yeah, buzzing that there's only 5 marks between them. So we've got these beautiful rosettes. Thank you very much for sending those out. Also got a, well, I've got 2 wham bars, but I've eaten one already. The other one's in my tummy. And a £10 voucher. Whew, a £10 voucher to use on entries. So that's next month covered. Anyway, I think that is all covered. If you want to get involved, I highly recommend it. It's so much fun and it's really nice to get feedback. I got a comment on every single movement for both tests, which is just so helpful. You can learn so much from your dressage sheets, guys. Excuse me. Whew. So it is really, really fun to get involved and super easy. And with everything going on, we're now on lockdown. I think I said at the start of this video, I think we'll be on lockdown soon. We are. There's not much else to be getting on with. So definitely consider it. I will leave the link to Dressage Riders Online website below, or you can find them on Facebook and on Instagram. Thank you very, very much, Melissa, for letting me get involved this month, and I hope to do it again very soon. Thank you for watching, guys. Make sure you like, comment, hit the bell and subscribe. It really does help me out. Oh, that was such a YouTuber thing to say. I've never said that before. But yeah, thank you for watching and I'll see you very, very soon.